Good evening, everyone. We are here to play a game of Jeopardy. If you've never heard of Jeopardy, you're not alone, neither have I. But apparently the quiz...
Jeopardy in Schwarz English.
Jeopardy means danger, but in America it's a quiz show called Jeopardy. And the way it works is that the person who reads the questions isn't. They're reading the answers, and you have to say what the question is. So, for example, if the answer is nothing, the question would be, what does Mark Mays know about Jeopardy? That would be the question. That's the name of the game. It's very easy to understand, apparently, according to Rav Beda. Now here
I'm not sure I understand.
Right, that was Rav Beda said that might happen. But we have here a table, very technologically advanced. We have a table here with different prices on that you can choose. Each column has a different topic. So we have a revolving stage here. If you see how that works.
Hold on, let's get a close-up of that.
Yeah, so get a close-up of the stage. So the way it works is there's columns, different topics, and you can choose to be asked questions on these topics. One topic is staff, one topic is matan numbers, one topic is davening with a capital V because apparently all the answers begin with a vav, politics, the old place, and Shalom Bayit. Those are the topics that you can ask questions for.
Matan or something like that?
Yes, yeah, matan numbers.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
And you can choose different values of real cash. I think we have here, everybody. Is that right? Real cash.
You'll give out the cash, right?
Real cash over here. No expense spared in the Nativ Aryeh game of Jeopardy. A revolving stage and real cash. And that's it. And then we turn the revolving stage towards the Rav and the Rabbin. Well, let's just ask our contestants who they are and where they come from. Rav Bina, is that correct? Yes. Rav Bina, can you tell us a bit, where do you come from?
I born on the farm. My parents came in 1935. And my nickname in the farm after I left, because my father got asthma, used to call me whenever they met me, some major generals in the army, used to call me, Ale, you're the one that killed the donkey when you were 3 years old.
The donkey slayer from the farm, as Rav Bina used to be known.
I put a makel in the eye when he born the first week.
You stuck a stick in the eye of a donkey?
Yes.
Right,
a little one.
Don't mess with Rav Bina if you're a donkey and Rav Bina's near a stick. Right, very good. And Rabbi Bina, is that correct?
1 second, you have to let the Jewish Week to know about this.
Right, make sure you publish that online. And again, Rav Bina is a donkey slayer, a menace to all donkeys. And Rabbi Bina, is that correct?
Yes.
Where are you from?
I'm from Baltimore, Maryland.
Woo.
Born and bred. And then when I was about 18, came to Israel to learn.
67.
To the Michlala in 1967, loved it. And just stayed, and then met my husband, loved him, stayed. And we're here, I'm here in Israel over 50 years, Baruch Hashem, great. I advise everybody, come to Israel. You know, that's it. Yeah.
When you left Baltimore, did they have a nickname for you? Did you pulverize any creatures with anything?
You know, I'm into my booby now. They used to call me Malkala.
Malkala?
Right, Malkala.
Malkala the cow maimer? Or Malkala the cat killer? Or just Malkala?
No, just Malkala.
I thought nothing is.
No, I was a good girl.
Okay, fine. So you heard it for yourself. It's the farm versus Baltimore here. So there's a lot of pride at stake. We're back. Nothing happened. There was no cutting of any filming at all. But magically, Rabina and the Rebbetzin have bells now. Nobody knows where they came from, how they got here, but they have them. This is how we're going to mix the game up a little bit. We're going to ask questions, and whoever knows the answer is going to ring the bell first. Whoever rings the bell first gets to answer the question.
You're going to give answers and we have to ask the question.
I'm going to say the answer and you have to say the question.
Right.
It's a bit like Rashi. Right. Okay, so the first thing we're doing, we're going to do davening. We're going to do davening. We're going to do very high-tech one. We're doing davening for 100. This is the first question. Davening for 100. Okay, if you know the answer, ring the bell. Oh, I haven't asked the question.
Oh.
Okay, right. The answer is the pasuk recited in between Kaddish and Vayehi ben Ha'aron on Shabbos. What is the pasuk recited between on Shabbos afternoon? It should say. What is the pasuk recited in between Kaddish and Vayehi ben Ha'aron on Shabbos afternoon? Beginning with. But I'm afraid you didn't push the buzzer, Rabina. I'm sorry. Those are the rules. That's too late now. You can't push it now. Yeah, Rebbetzin.
ואני תפילתי את רצון, something.
Question for.
What?
That's,
What is?
What? Oh, you have to say it in question, as a question.
Yeah, let us.
The pasuk said, "What is ani tefilati?"
Is the correct answer. What is
right, what is?
100. That got 100. This is 100 for Rebbetzin. Excellent.
But I
Very
think
good.
my husband should also get 100.
No.
Don't worry.
Okay.
That's why you can't play
Yeah.
games.
Okay.
I tried playing Monopoly with my children, and they can't play because as soon as one of them hasn't got any money, the other one says, "Here,
Okay,
I have to lend you the money." So
No cutthroat.
they're not horrible like me.
Yeah.
They're terrible. Okay, so now Rebbetzin, you get to choose. You get to choose the next topic.
Okay. Let's try Shalom Bayit.
Shalom bayit.
For how much?
What?
Sean Bias.
So for how much?
I don't. It doesn't matter. Let's
Well,
try
you got-
200.
200.
Oh,
Shalom
where's
bayit for
the thing?
200.
Oh, where's the thing? Yeah. Okay. That's okay.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
I think we also have a sophisticated sticker system here. We've just taken davening for 100. Here's how the sophisticated technology works. Look at that. And now we're up to, what are we up to?
Shalom Bayit
Shalom
for
bayit
200.
for 200. Not going too far out on Shalom bayit, just a 200 on Shalom bayit. Let's have a look. Shalom bayit for 200.
The answer.
You have to say, you're right, this is the answer, you have to say what the question is. That's too easy. That's too easy. Ooh, that's contentious. Okay, the answer is your spouse's favourite food. Your partner's favourite food. That's the answer. What is the question?
Which ice cream you like the most?
Yes, Rafina. What's the question?
But the
Which
question.
ice cream you love the most?
Okay, or even more. You have to, yes.
But
well,
that's not
good.
me. I don't like ice cream so much.
Ooh.
You love ice cream, just you worry about the calories.
Yeah, but I like coffee much better than ice cream.
No, coffee is your medication.
Or chocolate,
You're giving him all the answers though.
Yeah.
He buzzed.
No, but you just one try. If you get it wrong, you got this.
Just 1 second. How many tries do you get? Just one try. Oh, it gives the Rebbetzin.
We gave it away already. It's not so fair.
But you have to say, it didn't say the question. It has to be as a question. That's what he told me to say.
What is ice cream?
Is the correct answer. What is ice cream? That's 200. There's another 200. What is ice cream is the correct answer. Right. Rebbetzin, it's your turn again to choose a topic. It's a revolving stage. High tech.
Topic. Let's try Matan numbers for 100.
Matan numbers for 100. Right. This is a difficult one because this is supposed to be your area of expertise. Matan numbers for 100. The answer is...
You have to say, you have to start at what is. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, the answer...
What?
I don't
You
understand.
have to make like a question.
He's saying the answer to what your question would have been.
Okay.
I'm with you, Ravina, on this one. The answer is the year Matan was founded.
30 years ago.
Ravina,
30 years ago.
What is?
what
Forget
year
it.
was it? You have to say what is.
It's math, I don't know.
Ah. What? That's a point. Yes, that works. Excellent. It's 100 for
Okay.
Ravina. I've been given a thumbs up. Can you pass that to Ravina,
Yes,
please?
yeah.
100. Ravina on 100.
Okay.
Can I give it donated to Matan?
Just for the record, Rabino's trying to donate fake money to Natan. They put that on the internet as well with the donkey slaying. One second. What have we done so far? Let me put the very high-tech stickers over here. We did Shalom Bayit for 200. That's gone. And we just did Matan for 100. I'm so pleased I'm doing this. Good. Rabina, which topic do you want? Which?
Try staff of Nativ.
Oh, the old place.
The old play.
The old place.
Oh!
For how much?
How much? For how much?
500.
Oh, let's go. All right. It's a very difficult one, this one, actually. I actually know the answer to this question. Because it was in my Shana Aleph. What was the name... Oh, sorry, no, that's the quick. The answer is... The name of the band formed in the music room in the deep basement. The name of the band formed in the music room in the deep basement. Brackets in my Shana Aleph. I don't think anyone knew that even at the time. I know what it was at the time, but Wait, hang on a minute. Can I answer that one?
Yeah.
What is Ska Kotel? Did I say that right?
The members, names of the members?
You get
Dov
500.
Cats, Rob Shaw. I just got 500. And I'm not even playing.
I didn't know
Take
which story
here,
you're
take a
talking about,
500.
please.
Yeah.
I really don't know which story you're talking.
Dov Cats in my Shana Aleph. Made,
Dov Cats Modin?
yeah. With Dov Cats, Rob Shaw and Dudi Foyer made a band and they called it
They
Ska
had-
Kotel.
Star?
Ska's the
Ska.
kind of music. And they tried to convince
No,
me
he's
of
a
this.
boy.
They had a few times they put out the cassettes. Remember they put
No,
out
no, he's
the,
a boy. What range?
Rami Strasberg. Yeah.
No, a boy what ranged. He rent Kolnoa Tel O, a movie star cross from Pinati, what came later a pub. For Christmas, he rented.
For New Year's, I think.
For New Year, in Israel, they call it Christmas party, and he invite all the yeshivas, and he play great guitar. I'm not going to say his name. Today is the Shtikale Chosid, live in Chashmonaim or Ra'anana, play guitar. I love this boy from Farakwe. But to arrange this kind of party, I have to kick him out from yeshiva. I kicked him out. But this proved one of my father's best line. Whenever I kick the boy, I get the biggest nachas from him. He live in Israel, great looking guy, great personality. Malki knows his sister in Ra'anana. Without to go details, this party I know. I never heard about this.
Does he still play? Is he
Yeah,
still...
in
Yeah, guitar. He,
One of the best in the world, people said.
Really?
he's,
Wow.
yeah.
This I remember, I don't remember this story.
Now, I remember that they made, a few times they had bands, but I don't remember a name.
Yeah, but not in a bad way.
They weren't
Yeah.
all formed in the music room in the deep
Yeah,
basement
no.
of the old place.
Yeah. Okay.
Was it, I'm winning,
Very difficult.
and I'm not even playing.
Yeah, a very
Great.
difficult question.
Does this get converted at some point into real money? Okay, fine, very good.
Sticker.
Oh, a sticker, yes, quite correct. Well done, Rebecca, thank you.
I'm actually going to cut this part out and they'll just see that the sticker magically comes
Yes,
up there.
Okay.
magically the stickers appeared on the old place. Can't really see that, can you?
That's fine.
Never mind. Good.
Okay, you get to pick now.
Oh, this is so confusing now.
Some crazy game, I'm not for stupid American games.
His idea. I would have chosen a different game.
You guys have to come up with an idea by the week before or it's come drops on me.
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
not trying to blame you or anything.
I am. Right, I get to choose the next topic apparently, and the stage will revolve all the way around. Politics for 300. I choose politics for 300 even though I'm not playing. Okay, politics for 300. And the question is, are these all answers correct?
Yes.
Oh, very good. The answer is, and you have to say what the question is. The answer is the number of parties that are running in the next Israeli election. The number of parties that are running in the next Israeli election.
Elu dvarim she'en lahem sof.
Yes.
Shall I'm sure.
She'en lahem shiur. She'en lahem sof. It's a lot.
How many parties in next election? We don't know.
About, I would guess about 18.
Let's move on.
Give the answer for
The
people
answer
here.
actually is, I have to say what the answer, I didn't have to say it.
No,
The
you
answer
just
would
say
have been, what is 15? Is that the answer?
Yes.
What is
Oh, what
15?
is
And the
15?
answer is the number of parties that are
Ah,
running in the next Israeli election.
Okay, what is
15,
it? Yeah,
apparently,
okay.
is the answer. Oh, what is 15 is the answer.
Okay.
Fine.
What is 15?
Here's the question.
Is the question.
Okay, so we'll do
I'm
politics.
not good. I don't understand.
Okay, well,
It's
changing
a-
the rules, we'll put up a little thing now. Now you're just asking it as a question and they'll give an answer.
From now on, the game has changed and we're going to play it in a normal way where I ask questions and people give answers
Okay.
so that actual humans can answer these questions. Okay, politics for 200. What is the symbol for the Republican Party in the United States of America? What is the symbol? Yes, Rebbetzin.
Elephant.
It's an elephant. That's quite
Red.
correct.
Also, red is the color.
I'm sorry, there's no bonus points
Oh.
Rebbetzin, for saying the colour. I'm sorry. Nice try. That was politics.
MAGA. Make America Great Again. Oh, also my husband has the hat. We have the hat here, everybody.
Does that earn points? The hat? Do you
The
get
hat?
points for wearing a
A
hat?
hat.
If it
Where
said
did you get
MAGA, one second.
what did we say? 200?
You get 200
Okay.
for you, and 100 for the hat, I think. That's
Oh,
definitely
100 for the hat, okay.
I can
You got
do
100 for the hat?
Rebbetzin, choose a topic, please.
Okay. We haven't done staff yet.
Ooh,
Yeah.
well, there's a reason why we were trying to avoid that one.
Okay.
Okay, start for how much?
Staff for 200.
Start for 200, playing it safe there.
Alright.
Okay. Okay, this is a good one. Staff for 200. What is the staff member in your spouse's school that has been around the longest? What is a staff member in your spouse's school that's been around the longest?
Who is Rabbi Yoel Yoshua?
Well, I'm afraid we're not asking it in question form anymore.
Okay,
You have to. Fine. Right, Rav Yoel Yoshua is the correct answer. Stickers need to be applied over
Rav
here.
Yoel is how
somehow.
long as Rav Rebbetzin?
Staff of the Chutznikers, yes.
Good.
I just realised I can flip this up instead of turning it
I
down.
think. No?
Yeah.
Rav Yoel Yoshua is the correct answer. Out of interest, Rabina, who is the longest serving staff member in the Rebbetzin school?
The longest,
Who's worked in Matan the longest? For Matan, for the Rebbetzin, not including the Rebbetzin. Like Rav Yoel is the longest in Tevarie.
I don't follow the teachers.
No, you know
Rav
him.
Epstein.
Yeah.
Can Rabina have 100 for that?
Yes, absolutely.
Did you get your money,
I
Rebbetzin?
don't
think you did.
Yeah.
No, you're creaming it in here, but that's for that's what the Rabina's just earned 100 for a hat and 100 for the question he wasn't asked. Good. Do you want to choose another topic, Rebbetzin? It's riveting, this.
Yeah, let's do Shalom Bayit for 400.
Whew, raising the stakes of Shalom Bayis here. Shalom Bayis for 400, and the question is. Whew, can I ask that? You've written it here.
Yes.
Okay. What is the cause of your biggest fight, and how did you make up? What was the cause of your biggest fight, and how did you? Yeah, Rabina straight on the buzzer there, almost before the end of the question.
To move to the Rova.
And how did you
My
make up?
wife and my children, they are very strong against me moving to the Rova. Very strong. The children didn't want to move from Beit Vegan because you have behind the house soccer field, basketball field, swimming pool. Not our private, but in Beit Vegan. A beautiful garden, Mount Herzl. Moving to stones and stones and stones. It's like moving from a biggest house in Savion to some ghetto in Mershorim. Then didn't get nothing in the Rova. Big fight. Wow. Big fight. Then my wife agreed because we didn't get money. We were a bunch of schnorrers. My father was sure not going to give me money, only to my sister. Yes. And my father also didn't get money. But little what he got, everything went to my sister. Including my bar mitzvah money. They bought piano to my sister. And my wife, like regular American, very worried with money. Very worried with money. We don't have money to go. Till she agreed, I asked my father permission about moving to the Rova. He said to me, for the yeshiva is the best. For me it's not good because you live across the street from me for so many years. But for the yeshiva is very good, just one condition. No front door, you don't need a front door. But he let me to move, and Malki said then, let's try to move to the Rova. We'll rent apartment, we'll rent our apartment. Yes. And thank God, first week we moved to the Rova, Tzvi broke his hand very badly. Shever kashe bayadayim. I call up the guy that rent me, I'm not saying his name is still alive in the apartment. I said, your mezuzah is kosher? I asked him before I came. He said to me, what do you think? You're the only religious. The first week he broke, right away I call Avjin. All the mezuzahs in the house except one, Posel Madri.
Already then we've been in Europe, Avjin?
Yeah,
Already
Rav
then?
Avjin.
Yeah, he's
Yeshivat
from
HaKotel
the old
from
place.
40 years ago.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Maybe 42.
How old's Avjin?
You're good in math, make a cheshbon.
I'm saying, is he one of
He
those
came from
he could be
yeshiva,
any time
Neve
between
Herzog.
50 and 190? Is he
Yeah,
one of those
right,
people?
right.
You never
He
know.
came yeshiva I came to Yeshivat HaKotel 74. Elul after Yom Kippur, the next Elul, after Yom Kippur. 73, 74 September. He was there first year, second year, I think so.
74, 75, I think you were in the army first.
Okay, I'm not good in math. I'm not
Yeah,
fighting.
was it, I don't know if it was, I don't think it was
And
75.
Rav Avichin came from the Veratzoga Taimani guy. He went to the army, was an officer.
How old was he then?
I think he was even 76, Aaron.
He was 76 then, so
No.
he's now 155
No, he
years old.
is 76.
1976.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
You never know, he's a very young looking
And
man.
we changed
so
all the mezuzahs.
they weren't kosher.
Yes. And from then I live in the Rova. Everything, my job changed.
Yeah, Aaron, that was definitely a big argument. But I think
So
also...
there was a bit
yeah.
of a fight as to what the biggest fight was.
Right. I
So,
think
1 second.
also when you wanted to sign up as a rabbi for the army. My husband, he was very into the army, and he thought he could save the Israeli
After
public.
73.
After the war, he went to the army, and he was an officer in the artillery. No, my husband, officer in the artillery.
Was he mainly throwing sticks at donkeys, or was he?
I don't know. I wasn't there with him. So he was an officer, and then he moved. He was switched to the Rabbanut, and he was helping the soldiers in the Rabbanut, and he wanted to sign up for to serve in the army and in the Rabbanut. And years before that, he had always made fun of those who were in the Rabbanut, that all they do is prepare wine for Kiddush and Havdalah, and they don't really learn so much, and they don't teach. And now I said, now you want to go and sign up 5 years to be a Havdalah, a wine bringer, and like a Saramashkim, and what are you going to do there in the army? You learned 10 years in Panovich to be a Rav in the army, that you don't really teach Torah. So I said, if you're going to do that, then I'm going to tell your father. I said, so you don't know this story?
No.
You never heard this, Rav?
Nope.
I said, I'm going to tell your father, because I want to know that he agrees that you should give 5 years of your life to carry wine around to the different basit, which is very important. But there are other people who could do it. So that was also a big argument. that
Not
we had.
big.
What?
Compared to about moving, nothing.
What?
Kotel Berov,
That what? You think yours was bigger?
much bigger.
I don't know. When I went to you didn't even
You like to forget.
In the end, you didn't go to your father. You were afraid. So he said he's going to go and ask his father if he could maybe help him to get an interview for Yeshivat HaKotel. Anyway, we've had a few arguments in our career.
In summary, what is the cause of your biggest fight, and how did you make up? Rabina says it's when the decision was to come to the Rova. And how did you make up that fight? You got the mezuzahs checked, and that was the end of it? How did you make up the
And then
argument?
she loved the Rova so much, ask her if she feels sorry she live in the Rova.
Rebbetzin, did you feel sorry for living in the Rova?
No, I think it's
So it was made up by
beautiful.
coming to live in the Rova, but then the Rebbetzin says the biggest argument was whether Rabina could spend time being a rabbi in the army, which they glorified
5 years,
a
not
glorified
just
wine carrier in the army, and under the threat of telling Rabina's father, the argument was resolved. And now we
That's
have
the
to.
reason I think the fight was much bigger with about moving, because the children was involved in the fight.
Oh, so Rabina wants to say the children
All of them
involved.
against.
Oh yeah, but our fight between us when you really wanted to go to the army,
No,
and
it's
I
not
would,
so much.
okay,
Doesn't-
but it doesn't.
Now we have to
Let's
ask-
agree to disagree.
Well, we have to ask the judge here for the final verdict, and the judge here, I think it's only fair, should be the Rosh Yeshiva himself. And quoting the Rosh
You have two
Yeshiva.
Rosh Yeshivas.
Well, now 1 second. Quoting the Rosh Yeshiva of Yeshiva Netivaria, Rabina says that when you get married, even when you're right, you're wrong. Which means that the Rabbanit is right, and therefore the Rabbanit wins that for 400.
I think we should
I think
share.
it
I
was.
think we should, yeah.
It's awful with Rabbanit because you can't get them to argue because they always say nice to each other.
Okay.
Terrible. I think we're wrapping up now.
There's a few more.
Right. Rabina, would you like to choose another topic?
The old place.
Whew. We're back on that again. Can't let it go. 400?
Yes.
400 on the old place. Oh, hang on. I have to put a sticker here. Do I not have to put a sticker here?
Forget it.
Forget
Yeah,
the
it's
stickers.
okay.
Nobody cares about the stickers. Right. The old place.
Now we're just going to run through.
The old place. For 400. Ooh. Do you know the answer to this one?
Uh-huh.
This is really hard. Okay. The question is, What are the number and the names of the Nativ staff members who were also students in the old place? How many and what are the names of the Nativ staff members that were also students in the old place?
Arav Shiloni and Arav Perlmutter.
Yeah, God, you can ring it, yeah.
Arav Shiloni and Arav Perlmutter.
Ishtok Rav Shiloni
And Arav Perlmutter.
Rav Perlmutter.
And Aaron Yeshua. Amos, yes.
Amos Luban.
Ben Leibovitz.
Ben Leibovitz. Uri Kari. Ami Merzel.
Ami Merzel.
Rabbi Mays.
Yes, me, yes.
Forgot about Rabbi Mays. Who were what? Who were just students.
Rabbi Wiesner.
Rav Wiesner, very good.
Klein.
Nehemiah Klein.
Oh,
He's still in the staff?
He's the newsletter, he's the editor.
He's newsletter, but Perlmutter is not on the staff.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
We're up to 9, and the answer is 9 apart from all the ones that we forgot.
Okay.
There's definitely more than that. I mean, first of all the Shalom Eshivs were Talmudim in the old place.
On the American program.
Not in the American program, okay, fine.
You said Ravami? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Right, that's resolved. The 400, I think Rabina might be just winning it in a moment, but you know they're going to share it in the end. You know what's going to happen. It's so predictable.
I want to tell you one thing. This is the first time in my life, if you ask me what hurts me the most for me, childhood. I never got any pencil in Tacharut.
Oh, he never won any competition?
Never. I never got any machak from a birthday.
Erasers, if you win a competition.
I was the biggest loser. Never got any present for anything. This is my first time in a bochu. I'm not a good businessman. I'm a loser.
All right, fine.
I'm a schnorrer.
Okay.
All right.
Schnorrer is b'gematria Rosh Yeshiva. And if you're missing the gematria, go check in the bank how much I owe the bank.
That's the missing number.
Do some 10 questions.
Okay, right. The next topic. Who won that? Rabina. What would you like to ask about? What about Matan questions?
Matan?
Oh, Matan questions. Right, for 500?
Yes.
Okay.
I knew it. Matan for 500. What is the current number of women in the Matan Kollel?
I don't know.
That's correct. That's correct.
Is the correct answer? You don't know.
He really doesn't.
That's correct. 500. Here, 500.
I want to say one word. I'm very much behind Matan, not because my wife is there, because I really think the same thing with today. Many Haredi ladies, many women don't go to a men doctor. But labor, the same thing Kamil Chosnide, women feel more free to talk, and especially after what you heard what happened in London with the Dayan, call himself the Dayan, piece of schmeck.
Relax, Aaron.
Don't tell me relax. We need Rebbetzins, more and more Rebbetzins, to deal with women issues.
Okay, so what's the actual answer?
The actual answer, Rebbetzin, is?
We have a few different kollels in different cities.
A Jewish answer.
I got my answer
really in the
from
kollel
Chaya.
anyway.
I got my answer from Chaya.
Including Ranana?
No, it's local, I think.
What?
Give the answer and see what the...
The answer, it says on this piece of paper, which I have no responsibility for, is 60.
60. Okay, that
that's
includes Ranana.
Okay.
I
60.
didn't know yet.
Okay, including
Keep stay on
Ranana.
Matan, go.
Go ahead.
Well, another question on Matan I've been instructed.
Okay.
Right, and that was 400. 500. That was a 500. You got that right. Rabina got it
I
right.
think you got
Oh, we got
it.
it for... Yeah, don't going to give him too much.
Yeah.
A man never won a pencil or an eraser,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah,
denying him 500 fake monies?
No.
You see, I'm happy.
It's rigged. It's rigged against you, Rabina. All right, another Matan question. Matan for 400. That can't be right. That's wild. What is the number of bat mitzvot every year at Matan?
Oh, it's a lot. We had a whole chart. I didn't memorize it.
Anyone know?
All the world?
What
Yeah,
number
it's
bat
all-
mitzvah every year at Matan? That's what
It's
it
like
says.
world over. It's about, it's I don't know, maybe 3,000. It's a lot.
It says here 1,600. Ask Rabbanit to explain.
Because it's in I don't know. It's in probably about 10 different countries. We have it in Israel and United States, like different groups. There's New York. There's what?
What is it? Explain the
It's
program.
about explain the Bat Mitzvah program. It's a 10 sessions. The Jewish women throughout the ages. Each session is on a different woman as a role model. As the young lady and her mother are bar mitzvah, the mother goes through the whole process with the young lady. Who are your role models? For example, like my booby is my role model. They have one of the sessions is pick your heroine. It can be a family member, a teacher, but most of them are women who've been leaders and role models from the Tanakh. One of them is Esther, Miriam, Rivka, and Chesed. We also learn different values from these women, and it's in Spanish. It's in first Hebrew, English, Spanish, some kind of Swiss dialect. I think it was translated. It's in a bunch of different.
It's taught in a classroom.
No, it's taught in a classroom. We like the group atmosphere. It's usually
people
about.
can find out in their local area how to sign up for the Bat Mitzvah classes via Matan.
Right.
So far, 1,600 according to this piece of paper.
1,600 and 3,000 because it's couples. So I think it might be 3,000.
The parents of the people.
Right. The mothers and daughters, but it could be that it's 1,600 Bat Mitzvah girls.
What an amazing program! And you're holding a piece of paper up to me that I don't see a single...
Staff
of
of
500 is the next one that has been chosen for all of us.
Okay.
Fine. What is the staff member of Yeshivat Nativ Aryeh? I remind you that the bells are here. What is the staff member of Nativ Aryeh that lives closest to the yeshiva? Which staff member lives closest to the yeshiva? Yes, Rabina.
Rav Yoel Rakovsky, Hanan Bina, Avami, Rav Darmoni.
None of those are the answer that's here. There's someone who lives even closer, is that right? Even closer than all of them, apparently. This is over here. Someone lives even closer. Urikari, even closer than Urikari.
Aaron Bina.
Even closer than Rabina.
No. Staff member, outside of the
staff member. Someone who's, Rabina's like, a bit above the staff members. The staff member that is closest to Yeshivat Nativ Aryeh.
That was a good one.
Tzvi Set? Who else lives in the robot?
Now,
Tzvi Set live in the robot?
someone else here.
But we don't have to be worried, be insulted that you missed him because he doesn't speak English.
Rav Rebbetzin live in the robot?
Asi?
No, Asi actually speaks pretty good English.
Rav Rebbetzin live in the robot?
Sure,
He
but
knows
he's much
English
farther. I
also.
mean,
Rav
closest,
Rebbetzin-
physically close to the
Rav
yeshiva.
Rebbetzin has a very good English.
Gives a shiur for Shana Aleph.
Shiloni doesn't live here? Tzadok live here? I mentioned Tzadok. I mentioned
You didn't say
Tzadok.
something.
No,
I said
he didn't
Tzadok.
say no.
Yeah.
Put the video.
I have the
We
video.
have video footage. We have to do a replay.
We
of
will
this
do
one
a
to see.
replay, have you go through the whole thing,
No, you
and we'll
didn't
decide
say
whether or
I
not.
said Tzadok.
You said Darmoni.
Damoni and Tzadok.
No, you didn't say.
We will listen again, and we will reward you the money
Let's
if
not
you
listen
get it
again.
after
This
the.
could be the cause of the next biggest fight, and it could be next year's question.
We will go and play it back in the video, and we will make the decision whether
I
or
thought
not.
I said his name
And
because
do it in slow
I spoke to
motion.
him today for a long time. Rav Yoel Rakovsky, Hanan Bina, Avami, Rav Darmoni.
Matan number 2. Matan question.
200.
For 200. What is the number of students or graduates that have finished Shas in Matan? What are the number of students, graduates that have finished Shas in Matan?
All the Dafayomi ladies.
How
You know
many?
a number?
Number, they're now second time learning Shas.
I don't know. It's an
Over 30
approximate.
ladies.
Yeah.
30. Rabina said 30. I heard it first.
That's correct.
It's right. 30. For 200. Amazing.
I think it's a little more actually, because there's some that've done it on their own, but around 30.
Rebbetzin, who should know better? You, who run Matan, or this
Yeah, but
piece
we
of
don't
paper,
have-
and we don't know where it came from.
Yeah, okay.
Chaya.
Okay.
Davening number 4.
Davening, number 4, begins with a Vav. Just remember it begins with a Vav. The question is, the word in Kaddish that everyone else says except for Rav Bina. Ask Rabbina to explain.
V'yitalal.
V'yitalal is the correct answer.
Why?
Why?
Shitas Agro. Shitas Agro. It's the same thing about Ya'aleh v'yavo. 7 level. Ya'aleh v'yavo, v'yagia, v'yira'eh, v'yiratzeh, v'yishama, v'yipoter.
And they don't say v'yizacher.
Not so simple if it's part of this or not.
Right.
Okay.
So it's not just Rabbina, it's Rabbina and the Gra. Is the right?
Please don't put me. Aaron Bina and the God. The Bina Gagro.
The Bina Gra. Okay.
Don't put me equal to the God. Then you have to put me in mental institute.
Davening
You'll have
number
to
5.
edit the video. And finally,
Davening 5.
Finally, davening number 5. The answer begins with a vav. What is the hidur? I remind you of the bells. What is the hidur that Rav Bina took upon himself for every Shabbat? Ask Rav Bina to explain. Yes, Rebbetzin.
Vatikin.
Oh, Vatikin.
Right.
Ask why.
What?
For a bonus 100. Why? Why did he take it on?
He likes getting up on Shabbos early. He started because he loved the davening by Rev Nevinsal. He felt it was a very...
Minion, but the Kotel.
Right, Rev Nevinsal's minion at the Kotel. He felt it was very spiritual davening. He wanted to be close to Rev Nevinsal in the davening. He was davening at the 9 o'clock minion, and he really didn't like that minion. He felt it was too quick and not enough kavana. So he backtracked to Vatikin, and he's stayed with it. He feels very uplifted by that davening. And in the beginning, I didn't do it. The kids were younger, and it was a bit of a schlep in getting up so early, going down to the Kotel, and but then lately I've also gotten into it, and I like it because now we have it in the house, and the boys do it. First of all, I can daven with my slippers and my snoot. It's very comfortable. I hear everything down to what?
And apron, if you want.
The apron, yeah.
If you want.
Yeah, no, but the boys do everything. I don't serve anything. Everybody should know.
You have aprons for the boys?
Yes, they put on. Sam Pupko has a great apron. He puts on the apron, and the others. And they now it's Sam's turn. Everyone takes his turn. He's also very good in Gemara, and he makes a mean chalent. And the boys, they serve, they clean, they're amazing. And I love the young voices and sincere voices in the davening. Just a beautiful, even though I stay downstairs, but I hear it, and it's a beautiful,
Downstairs was the women's section.
Yeah, we have the women's section downstairs. Very nice.
In the Tivarier, they have the women's section downstairs and the men's section upstairs. Interesting novel.
Used to be for a long time the women's section in the kitchen.
I was in the kitchen, but
then
it
a lot of boys.
got too good, got too crowded.
And
Shalom Bayis, the 5 last one.
Is that right, Rabina? Why you had Vasikin? Because of Rebbetzin that stayed afterwards? That's why you took on the hidur of Vasikin?
I was saying like this.
It's like 500 for Rebbetzin.
I said like this. I'm not a big davener. Davening is very boring for me. But I get up an hour and something before Vatikin. Because I have to open the door to Abi the Balkoire. And I have to put the kugelim on the plata. And when I come to really daven, I don't daven. I daven, I say the words, but I feel very spirituality. Very, very spirituality. I cannot explain. Maybe it's the Neshama Yisrael, I cannot explain. Like last week, after the beautiful Oneg in Parshas Vayikra, I want to talk to a few boys about their development. We did a meeting with few boys till 1:30, 1:45. I didn't get able to fall asleep till 2. And 4:15, I got up. And there are still boys here talking and learning. All night.
Wow.
And I jumped from bed. I didn't think so. It's Gaber Kavoidas, Lavoidas Aboyer. I'm not so big tzaddik. But I feel very uplifted. And if they have to prepare for the boys, the famous Bina rule. Whatever is the best for the boys and not for Bina family. And then bring the best kugel in the world, the best.
I've heard that. We have the best Tivarier in the world.
The best kugel. Rebbe Avram and Rebbetzin Cheshin.
Oh, the secret's out. And the last one is Shalom Bayit for 5. What is the secret? Remember the bells. What is the secret to your Shalom Bayit? Yes, Rabina.
We are the men, we are never right. I feel when we are right, we still have to apologize.
That is the secret. You agree, Rebbetzin?
Yes.
Yeah, he's right. That whenever he's wrong, when he's right, he's still wrong. He's correct. That's the first thing that Rabina's ever been right about. And that is the end. And the winner is Rabina, I
No,
think.
count your money.
How much money have you got?
You have to count your money to see
I
if you
don't
won.
count money.
He gets 500. Do you get 500?
Whenever I go
Oh,
to
yeah, get
shop
another
for this
500.
year, I
That's
never,
another
Okay.
500 for Rabina.
Here,
I never count the
here.
money.
I'll count
Oh, he
Rabina's
doesn't
money.
count the money.
I don't know how to count.
We need to know if you finally won something.
Yeah, Aaron.
I won my wife.
Ooh.
People are going to want to know how much is there?
8, 9, 10.
I'll count Rabina's money.
You count, I'm not good at this.
Yeah, I have 16.
1,600 is a good score. Is it good enough? I can reveal that Rabina has 1,900,
Oh,
which means that Rabina
okay,
is
we're
this
very
year's winner,
close.
and Rabina has won the shopping
I
cart, which
give
is
a
never
bracha
going
to
to use.
myself, as next year when I go schnorr, succeed more.
Oh, and there's a
Give me
segula.
money.
There's a segula that whatever you win on Jeopardy is times by 1,000, I think, when you go to Schnorrer. So 1,900 starts to 1.9 million. It's perfect.
Okay, great. Okay, happy
Freilich und Purim.
Purim.
Happy
Freilich und
Purim.
Purim. Take care.